everybody. Hello, little fishies. Right, the quote yesterday, which was, "Oh, shut up, open wide, here I come."
To be a dentist.
That's from Little Shop of Horrors. And
I am your dentist.
I've got a new one for today.
I've got one too. It's from the same movie.
Do wrap up warm. It's rather chilly out there.
I love you, sir. I love you, sir. What film are they from? It's the same film. Just had to throw that one in there. I like that. So, if you can tell us, because we don't know.
And, you know, in the comments, nobody has even mentioned the quotes that I've been throwing out, so would be nice.
And we've only got one winner for the
giveaway. So please get your comments in if you want something. You got anything to add on that?
No, I was just really thirsty.
Get your comments in if you want one.
And I spilt my drink on my present.
Yeah, I wasn't impressed. Especially with the expert way that's right.
We tried it. We tried it. And I've even turned it around the other way so it's drying on the other side.
Yeah, if the radiator was on it, it'd be drying, but the radiator was not.
No.
It'd just be freezing to it.
Though, my heat pad came today. Oh, it's not mine.
It's snails.
It's for the snails. I don't use heat pads apart from for my
And
bag.
I filled up the advent calendars.
Oh, my slipper's full enough. Oh, sweet. She's done it after weeks and weeks and weeks of
When you consider I've got to get 50 presents for them.
Yeah, but one of the one on the it's actually 26 because the little one, the one that you made me, there's only one main present that goes into that.
Yeah, but the rest is sweets.
Yeah, but the
So
sweets.
it's still like, okay.
Buy a bag of sweets.
26 presents then.
Yeah.
26 individual gifts that have got to go in those advent calendars. And it's very expensive.
But not on eBay, it's not when you buy something from China. No, because you can get like jewellery for like £3 and then you can get like, sometimes it's got a 3 for 2s on it and things like that. So it's not always as expensive as it seems. She's got her new makeup on today. Yeah.
Please excuse the terrible eyes, but I'm off my meds at the moment.
Yeah, they ain't got them at Blakeberry's because they're crap.
They've requested a prescription, and it usually takes about 3 working days. And I did it yesterday, so I think I'm looking at Monday.
Yes, I'm wearing a Christmas jumper.
Yeah, she joined the sheep halls and decided to celebrate Christmas early.
What? Celebrating Christmas early?
I haven't joined the hall of sheep, and I am not celebrating Christmas.
This is called I Like Christmas, hello. It's only 35 days.
People across the road who usually...
35 days till Christmas.
Even people across the road who usually take their cue from us on putting up decorations and put theirs up. And we have.
But I haven't seen anyone wearing a Christmas jumper.
I have.
You have, I ain't.
Man, shopping.
I don't leave the house.
Well, we're on lockdown. You're not supposed to leave the house.
I don't leave the house. I stay in.
I wish I stayed in. It's been raining every day. Every day.
Can't rain all the time.
Okay.
That's another film quote.
I'm not Eric Draven.
Oh, no, I wish I was.
No, I don't. That'd be wrong on so many levels.
No, actually.
So.
Do you know it? Can you make him come round?
No.
Damn it.
So, you know, it's...
He's a bit dead though.
I know. So all these people joining the hordes of sheep and celebrating Christmas early.
I don't constitute wearing a Christmas jumper as celebrating Christmas early. It's just clothing.
It's like putting up a stocking today.
Take it off. Okay, so yesterday I got my pads for my slender tone. Today I used it with the gel. I've gone up I've gone up by 5. But it just feels like the normal slender tone. It's not any different. Which is good, because if not, I'd be like...
She thought she was going to get extreme pain.
That's what I thought I was going to... I wasn't.
And as for the progress report on your run, which we've been giving the fishes every day whether they want it or not.
It's bum. It's actually coming along. Can see floor.
Do you know there is a band called Mushroom Head?
Mm-hmm.
And even they don't like Ryanair.
I love Mushroom Head.
If you are interested, there is a song, what's it called?
It's like about truth.
The video is based on The Evil Dead, a lot more known horror movie.
Yes.
And the song goes, Ryanair. Now, you know it's...
He's not actually saying Ryanair.
You know it's Slipknot sort of have very aggressive lyrics. Well, it's in that sort of vein, he's really annoyed with Ryanair.
And then he does another one, and my mum's put them together. She's made a little song out of 2 of their songs, because the other one is I had a bad day because I had a flight on Ryanair.
Michelle, you really should check these out, because if
she knows who Mushroom Head are.
Yeah, but if you don't like Ryanair, just watch that song about Ryanair, the Evil Dead one. Ryanair. And then I had a bad day, and you can put them together. The patriotic horde are annoyed, and they've had a bad day because Ryanair messed them up.
Yeah. And the patriotic parasites.
Yeah, the patriotic parasites are pretty miffed as well. Because
Oh,
Ryanair's done them over.
They took their money and didn't let them fly.
They don't give you back your money. It's Ryanair.
I know what that's like, because I paid for my flight and they didn't pony up the dough.
So, have you got a weird misheard lyric?
We should do a whole one on misheard lyrics, because it's funny.
Well, there was a song...
Well, we don't have anything to do, so let's do misheard lyrics right now.
There was a song out by the Police in the 70s, and it was called So Lonely. Now...
So lonely.
I think that Leanne may remember Sue Lawley, who was a presenter on a show called Nationwide. And it always sounded like he had a slight obsession with her, because it was like, Sue Lawley.
But there was... Stevie T has done one of these, and... Excuse me while I kiss this guy.
Now that's Kaylee in Finland. Or Germany, saying to Michelle, excuse me while I kiss this guy. So, yeah, that's that one. Then Queen did one, and I think Freddie Mercury was feeling rather hungry.
Fried chicken. One vision. Hang on, but the actual lyrics to Jimi Hendrix, excuse me while I kiss this guy, is excuse me while I kiss the sky.
Because he was probably high as a pipe when he wrote it, so...
They're the actual lyrics, but the misheard lyrics to excuse me while I kiss this guy. It's my song. That version. Then So Lonely was the Police, and then Fried Chicken was One Vision by Queen. I think it's Selena Gomez, I don't know, I'm farting carrots.
I don't know, that's a Stevie T one, and I
That was, I think it's called 18 Carat. I don't know, because I don't listen to trendy crap, but...
Well, Peter Kay done one as well, and I can't remember hardly any of them. But there was a song about pies, and I can't remember what song it was. But
well, there's that other one, isn't there? That wonderful. Oh, I sound like Morning Wine. Is it anywhere? Anywhere. That one that came out a few years ago. That wonderful song. No oven, no pie.
No oven, no pie.
No oven, no pie.
Now, that was actually an entire song by a band called the Everly Pregnant Brothers. Yes, I know. And they've done lots of them, like My Chip Pan's on Fire. mucky, which I'll put an explicit warning on that one, parents. Because
it's funny, but it's really rude.
I got it off of a bus. I didn't want to make a fuss.
You can kind of
This is puss.
get
I
what
got
that's.
that because I'm mucky.
Yeah, you can kind of get what that one's about. Hang on, I've got a
But
issue.
the Heavily Pregnant Brothers do parodies of everything, and they are hysterically funny, and I like them a lot. And check them out on YouTube, but don't make sure the kids are not with you when you do this because you might get a rude one.
Did we mention the trailer for Dead Island?
Yes, we did.
Okay.
The trailer for Dead Island is hilarious. And
It's even funnier with the literal trailer.
that song would be great to jog to.
It would.
I'm a bomb and about to go up.
It's got like the.
I'm a bomb and about to go up.
So-
I'm a bomb and about to go up. Yeah.
It's got the sort of that sort of beat.
And it is, even the video for the game, the actual trailer for the game is hilariously funny. And when they got the literal trailer, where
It's
they
even
say,
funnier.
no, it's his best thing on the beach. It's a bomb. And, yeah, it is hilariously funny.
She don't like it when there's a bunch of zombies come out and eat her. And
Yeah.
the VIP zombies on the stretch. And
Grandma! Yeah. And Scooby Doo's going,
someone called
how is that
security, all you
relevant?
did.
Why don't you ask him yourself? Yeah.
And when someone called security, oh you did. And we went on the boogie board, oh you did. Someone called Scooby Doo, how is that relevant?
Why don't you ask
Ask
him
him
yourself?
yourself.
Grandma!
Yes, Grandma.
It is hilariously funny. And it is the trailer for a game, Dead Islands, that I don't
That never
think
came out.
But it is the actual trailer for it is hilariously funny.
But they were like, they keep saying it's still gonna come out, it's still gonna come out. It was planned for like something stupid like 2014.
Like a million years ago.
Yeah, and I was like waiting for it, I was anticipating
I was supposed to be doing
the
Twisted
release.
Lyrics
Hang on.
and-
the release of this wonderful, amazing game. Never came out. But Dead Island 1 did, and that's Who Do You Voodoo? Female dog.
Voodoo woman.
Female dog. Who Do You Voodoo? Female dog. And that is by Sam B.
It's me. Sam
Check that
B.
one out as well. That's like more rap, so if you're into rap, you like that one. I like it, and I'm not really into rap, so obviously, look at me. So,
Yeah, but it's like a Halloween rap. that's
check
why.
it out. Anyway, Twisted Lyrics.
Yes. So there are many, many twisted lyrics. Like, I can be your hero, gravy.
Hero by Enrique Iglesias, or Gravy. Well, yeah, Gravy by Enrique
I
Iglesias.
can be your chips and gravy.
Chips and gravy.
But it's actually gravy that you hear him saying then.
Well, you
I
can
swear.
change it to chips if you want.
Yeah, well, it makes more sense, doesn't it?
I can be your chips and gravy.
So there are a lot of twisted lyrics out there, and some of them are really hilariously funny. You know, I've misheard things like there was one that was "Wave Your Flag," and I wasn't sure whether I was singing "Wave Your Flag" or "Wave Your Fag."
What's that like? Fag as in gay person or fag as in cigarette?
I couldn't take your pick. And that was that song.
That was no offence to gay people. I love gay
That
people.
was that song. You know the song that's the band that sang "Fallen Leaves."
Red Flag
Red Flag.
by Billy Talent.
Yeah, and there's a song about "Wave Your Fag." Well, it sounds like he's saying "Wave Your Fag." It really doesn't. Wave your flag, and you can either imagine him waving someone up a bag of chips, or waving a cigarette in the air. Either would you get your shot in LA.
Yeah. Is it? Vinny Vago's never done any misheard lyrics, I think, because he's perfect in every way.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
The thing is, there are a lot of misheard lyrics, especially with some of the bands that we like, because
They're
we
foreign.
listen to a lot of Finnish metal,
They're foreign.
But I don't even think that we've really had a misheard lyric from Nightwish.
Oh, Blood and Tears.
There have been misheard lyrics from Blood and
No,
Tears.
it hasn't.
You come back to me even if you love it.
Him.
It sounds like he's saying it.
Him.
Are you denying that it sounds like he's saying it?
Him.
So, you know, there are a lot
I will
of...
stick up for that band.
We know. There are a lot of misheard lyrics out there, especially if you're like us and you listen to
Foreigners.
foreign metal.
But
You know.
to them, we're foreign, so, you know, it works two ways. Two-way street.
But then there are the English bands who think they're foreign. Barking, I'm yawning, she's drooling.
Oh,
What
God.
the hell?
That's disgusting, because it's horrible.
It
It may not have disgusting
Now,
lyrics, but...
it may not be, I'm yawning, she's drooling. It may not be that, but that's what it sounds like to me.
Sounds like it to me.
And the other one, I take my pillies so I can
Oh,
live
God.
like a rock star. What the?
And every time she has to take a picture, she goes, I'm going to take my pillies to live like a rock star.
I can't take me pillies, I ain't got me pillies.
She wants to live like a rock star, but she can't take her pillies because she ain't got any. Sorry.
I'm
It's
living
not
like a
funny.
blind mouse at the moment, not a rock star. So, I mean, it's misheard lyrics. I mean, it's ridiculous. Now, do you know, for about 5 years, I think it was the first 5 years, I was listening to Wham.
Yeah.
And you know, it goes, well, it's been a year, it doesn't surprise me.
With this beard.
I always thought he was dressed like Father Christmas going, with this beard, it doesn't surprise me.
She used to sing that as well.
Yeah, I honestly believe that was the lyrics. Now I don't. Now I don't bother. I just go, last Christmas you did a big fart and the very next day you blew me away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll keep you away from Brussels. I mean, that's
Something you didn't think you would hear is me singing on this channel.
So, you know, and that, with this beard, it doesn't surprise me. Well, it's been a year, it doesn't surprise me. That's a misheard lyric from me.
I don't know if there's that anymore for Christmas songs, though.
There probably is.
Probably.
So, you know, there are a lot. If you've got any favourite twisted lyrics, please let us know in the comments, because we think they're hysterically funny.
But it's like sort of like misplaced songs. I'll Be Watching You is not a wedding song.
No,
It's not a
that
stalker. It kind of is a stalker song.
It is more of a stalker.
It's about divorce.
Well, Sting was getting divorced.
You don't have that on your wedding day.
Yeah, every rule you make, every vow you break,
You've just
I'll
done
be
your
watching
vows.
you.
Kind of. No.
So, you know, it is there.
You just need to listen.
Hanson. But that's about death.
You'd think it was about drug addiction.
Yeah, no, it's about death.
How is that about death?
I don't know, but when they wrote the lyrics down, it did actually make sense. It was all in there. And another one that's about death but sounds quite happy is that one by Feeder.
Just today.
I can't remember how it goes, but yeah, that one. So, you know, there are lots of songs out there that mean something completely different to what they actually set out to sound like. So, we like twisted lyrics. We like songs that have got some hidden darker meaning, even though they sound like something completely different. But I mean, lots of people have. I'll be watching, you know, whatever one it is. I can't remember the title.
I'll Be Watching You.
It's called What I'll Be Watching. I've called it something else, but never mind. That people have that played at their wedding. Every vowel you
But they
break.
did a P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, whatever you want to call him. He done a version of that, and it was "I'll Be Missing You," and that was about death. A little bit of information for you.
Yeah, interesting. Interesting. But did you know that Puff Daddy done something very, very naughty?
Did he? That doesn't surprise me. Well, it's been a year. It doesn't surprise me.
Stuart Copeland was in the bath, and his daughter was listening to the radio. I don't think she was in the bath. Well, but she was listening.
No, I would hope not.
And she went, "Dad, I just heard you playing guitar on the radio." And he went, "Oh, they're playing the Police." And she went, "No, they weren't." And I went, "Where did you hear it then?" "There's a new song out, and it's got your guitar riff in it, and I swear it's you playing." So I said, "Okay, well, let me know what the song's called." And she'd written it down. And he listened back to it, and it was actually him playing guitar on it, but he didn't get any royalties, and he found out that Sting had actually put it in his name, that he wrote it, and it wasn't Stuart Copeland actually wrote that little bit.
But
And Peter used it.
yeah, but come on, he's not really a good artist when he steals songs off people. And then, because he liked the sound of one of Led Zeppelin's songs, he took it and he had Robert Plant. No, he's the singer. Jimmy Page playing guitar. But it wasn't actually. This is the funny thing. It wasn't actually a Led Zeppelin song in the first place. It was a classical piece.
The late Jimmy Page.
Is he dead?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
He died very recently. But does this mean that people will be allowed to play Stairway to Heaven every time?
Probably not.
Because, little known fact, Jimmy Page actually had it so as you could not play Stairway to Heaven
His most hated and most famous song.
in guitar shops. But this is the worst thing. There was a band who did exactly the same riff.
No, it wasn't exactly the same. There was one.
There was one chord that was different.
Yeah, one chord that was out.
So if you're in a guitar shop and you decide to play Stairway to Heaven,
by a band called
and
Spirit,
and they can't try and stop you, just like, "I'm playing Spirit, not Stairway to Heaven. I'm not playing Led Zeppelin. I'm playing Spirit," and they can't do a thing about it. And if you do play exactly the Stairway to Heaven, I've got a chord wrong.
because apparently it's a really easy song to play guitar to.
Well, it's like in that the comic strip did one, and it was Bad News on Tour, and you had not Rick Mail, the other one, Ada Edmondson, playing a singer of this band called Bad News, called Vim, and he goes, "Do you know, I think Jimmy Page was a bit backward, because he was 22 when he wrote Stairway to Heaven. I could play it when I was 7. I think that says a lot." But yeah, there are a lot of twisted lyrics. There are a lot of songs that there's a lot of legends about. I mean, did you know American Pie was about the Big Bopper?
Did you know that? Well, it's in the song, but a lot of people don't know. Hotel California is about drug addiction.
Well, American Pie actually says about the day that music died, which is referring to the day the plane crashed that was carrying Buddy Holly, the Big Bopper, and Rich Valens. And the day that plane crashed was, according to the guy who wrote it, the day that music died.
But yeah, Hotel California is about drug addiction.
You're So Vain is about Warren Beatty.
It's all there though, right? You can check it. You can check out. You can never leave. It'll always be there. Once you're a drug addict, you're always a drug addict. You know, you can get off the drugs. You'll always be a drug addict. You hear voices down the corridor. There's no one there.
Yeah, that's the little voices you get in your head.
Paranoia. He asked for a wine. They hadn't had that spirit there since 1969. See? It's all there.
It's all in there. They stab with their stealing knives and they still can't kill the beast, which is the rage and addiction. So yeah, it's all in there.
It's also the fact that you inject yourself.
Stealing knives, yeah.
So it's all there.
It's all in there, but you have to know what you're listening to. Because did you know that Stay Another Day is actually about death? Tony Mortimer lost his brother. I can't remember who it was, his older brother.
His younger brother.
And anyway, he died, and Tony Mortimer wrote that song about him, Stay Another Day. And if you listen to it, it is all there. You know, I'd only just begun to know you. And, you know, it's all in there, but people think it's a love song.
It wasn't even supposed to be a Christmas song. I don't think it is a Christmas song. But
it wasn't supposed to be a Christmas song, but the record company stuck some
sleigh
bells on it. So
to me, Christmas songs are meant to be happy. They're meant to be about celebration. They're meant to be about joy.
Westlife.
It's 2 songs.
You know, Michelle, it's hard to die.
2 songs. Flying Without Wings and Seasons in the Sun. Right, okay. Firstly, winter. No sun. No sun. Winter. No.
I like the version of it we used to sing. It's gone.
So
we had fun in the sun, picking bogies from her nose, but the
hang
sun
on,
was too
speaking
hot,
here.
And we all turned into snow.
So right, there's no sun. It's sad. It's about death.
It's someone who's dying trying to say goodbye to her.
3 things wrong with that song. For Christmas. No. Good Christmas song. Wish it could be Christmas every day.
2 Little Voices about death, and that was number 1 over Christmas.
It's fun. Not that one. Christmas every day is fun. It's fast. It's upbeat. It's about Christmas. 4 things good about that song. Flying Without Wings is no.
And 2 Little Boys, which was number 1, Ralph Harris done it many years ago, and it was number 1 over Christmas. And they used to play it to death until Ralph Harris got done for paedophilia.
No.
But that was very sad, and it was about death.
There is a song that's quite sad that I like. And it's by someone I never thought I'd say, Paul McCartney. I really, really like Pipes of Peace. But there's a reason for that.
It's the video.
No, it's not just the video, is it? I am a military child. I am a child of the Army, the Navy, the Air Force.
Can you make me sound like a blooming uniform slag?
It's not her.
Well, the thing
Granddads and things.
My dad was in the Army. He was a serving soldier during the Second World War. My mother was in the Land Army. My brother was in the Royal Navy. Her father was in the Army.
Right, okay. So I am an Army brat, basically. And that song is about the game that happened, that everyone says it didn't happen anymore. It did happen.
In 1914.
The football match between the Germans and the English.
In the First World War in no man's land. For those of you that don't know, in 1914...
There was a Sainsbury's advert about it.
In 1914, during the First World War, someone actually had the guts to walk into no man's land, and they actually stopped fighting for 5 minutes on Christmas Day and had a football match. And of course, what happens when they're having football matches, you get cut and they go, "Alright, what's your name?" And my name is Fritz. "Oh, I'm Dave." And they were showing each other pictures of their families and saying how they didn't want to be fighting.
They're just normal men, you know, on each side.
And then 5 minutes later, they had to go and start killing each other again, which I think is really sad. Kaylee actually had to write an essay about it at school.
Oh, don't start bawling again.
I'm not. She had to write an essay about it at school, and we had her English teacher in tears. But
your voice is going for goo. You're going to cry.
No, I'm not going to cry.
She's going to cry.
Anyway, we had to write an essay about it at school, and she had her English teacher in tears. But it really happened, that 1914 football match. I'm not speaking from personal experience because I wasn't there. But it obviously didn't happen because it's so well documented.
But
and the Sainsbury's ad is all about it.
If you watch the Sainsbury's advert, that was about 2012, I think. It was a long time ago. I think it was 2012. I could be wrong. It was 2000 and something, obviously.
Just look for the Sainsbury's advert that's got a bunch of army people on it.
That is the way. It is really, really good. It's quite touching. And also, if you want to listen to the song, it's Paul McCartney, Pipes of Peace. And it is a Christmas song, and it is really good. That one. It's not a Christmas song, but it's by Paul McCartney again, and that's Rupert and the Frog Song.
Boom, boom, boom.
Bye.
Boom, boom, boom.
Bye.
Boom, 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 boom.
It's about frogs.
It's brilliant.
But it's a story.
Yeah.
And at the end it's sad. But you don't see the end of it.
Well, you do if you had the Rupert and the Frog Song video, which you had. And also there is a site, there is a website, and it's Rupert the Bell website.
I don't want to watch it.
And it's got the whole thing on it.
I don't want to watch it. The froggies die.
Oh, you're the king and queen.
You love frogs!
I know.
Exactly. So,
and it's the owl that does it, and it's the two nasty cats that cause it.
It's always cats.
Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow.
Have a look at Rupert and the Frog Song. It's on YouTube. It's really good. It's really good.
And there is a Rupert and Bell website as well.
Yeah, if you want to go look at the
some
full version.
activities and things on it, and it's got the full version.
What else? What else? Christmas songs are good ones. Not one.
Well, 2,000 Miles is also about death.
Yeah.
But that is a
This
happier.
is still sad though. It's still slow.
Rock and Roll Christmas by Iron Maiden.
Yeah, Iron Maiden have covered it.
Now, I was sitting here talking about it the other day, and I said, I wish someone would cover it. Iron Maiden did.
Years ago.
Many, many years ago, about 9 years ago, in fact. I knew nothing about it. And it wasn't until we were actually looking up.
We weren't looking up anything. I was cleaning up my bedroom and I thought, I want to put Twisted Sister on the 12 Days of Christmas, which is really good, by the way. With 2 pairs of Spanx pants, you know.
Spanx pants.
5 Scully rings.
5 Scully rings.
But
7 leather jack.
is it 11 no, 9 pentagrams. But
6 leather jack.
yes, please, and a tattoo of Ozzy. But I was going through some songs, and they've actually done more than just that one.
Yeah, but the thing is, Rock and Roll Christmas is one of
Hang
my
on.
favourites.
Alice Cooper's done a Christmas song as well, but it's kind of freaky.
Mm.
If you want to be freaked out on Christmas, play Alice Cooper. But the one that by Iron Maiden, Rock and Roll Christmas, she was like, oh my god, who is this? And I was like, I don't know. She went, it's Twisted Sister. It's not Twisted Sister. And I looked and I was like, it's Iron Maiden. I hate Iron Maiden with a passion because I don't rate their music. Okay, I don't mind them as people, but I don't rate their music because it sounds samey. They've got the 80s. Yeah. Everyone done that in the 80s. It's nothing new. And I don't really rate Iron Maiden. And I'm probably going to get slated for that.
It's because of Bruce Dickinson's trousers.
But I don't really rate them that highly. Like Metallica and things like that. But it's just Iron Maiden are very... So, I was listening to Twisted Sister. And Alice Cooper came on. Fine. And then Iron Maiden came on. But I didn't know it was Iron Maiden because he wasn't doing that weird... So I pressed the button and it said, oh, it's Iron Maiden. I was like, Mum, it's Iron Maiden. She was like, oh, thank you, Bruce.
Yeah, because the thing is, like I say, if somebody has done something that you find completely distasteful, but they've done something good in their career, like, you know, Gary Glitter and Rock and Roll Christmas, I just wish that I'd known about someone covering it because... You know, that is a really good song. It's fast, it's Rock and Roll Christmas.
Just going to tell everyone I don't have nits, I've just got a really itchy head.
And I'm so glad that Iron Maiden covered it because now you can listen to it with impunity. Because as far as I know, Bruce Dickinson, the only crimes he's committed against humanity is flying aeroplanes. So, you know, and giving birth to that son who's in that band. It's not very good.
I didn't know you had a son who was in a band.
Yes.
Okay. But yeah, so he done that, and that was pretty good. I'll give him that. I made him. That was pretty good. But I like Dee Snider, and if you ever see a film called Strange Lands, it's brilliant. He's in it.
Yeah, and if you...
I think I told you that before.
If you don't mind getting upset over Christmas, watch the stripped down version of We're Not Gonna Take It, which is for Chris Angel's
Cancer charity.
Save Every Child cancer charity, because he's done a stripped down version of We're Not Gonna Take It, and it is amazing. It is a brilliant, brilliant version of the song. And if you don't see the video, you would just think that it's a strip down, which it is, but it is.
His son, Chris Angel's son, Johnny, had cancer. Has cancer.
Yeah, very badly.
Yeah.
And Chris Angel started a charity called Save Every Child. And if you listen to the words to We're Not Gonna Take It, it's actually Dee Snider saying what cancer is. You are so condescending. You know, and if that's your best won't do because we're going to beat it. And it is really, really good, and I love the way Dee Snider sounds in it.
We don't want nothing, not a thing from you.
Yeah, so have a listen, it's really, really good.
Yeah, and I can't get over the fact that he's still got dyeing his hair blonde. And he's still got hair to dye blonde.
Well, somehow, some miraculous genetic miracle has taken place and he's still got hair.
He like bleached the crap out of his hair. He was more blonde than I am on this side, and he still has hair.
And it is a really good version of the song, so give it a listen.
It is.
But then there are a lot of Christmas songs that weren't designed to be Christmas songs, and they stuck.
We're Not Gonna Take It wasn't designed to be a Christmas song. It's not a Christmas song.
It did come out around Christmas.
Did it?
Yeah.
I just can't get over the fact Dee Snider's wearing all white, you know, like...
I know.
He's like, you know, he used to wear studs and he was dressed all in black and he had a face full of makeup.
No makeup on this is what I...
No, and his hair's like, he's got his hair in a ponytail. And he looks relatively normal for Dee Snider, and that...
But I would give it a listen. And another one I would give a listen to, even if you're not like rock fans, like... I know some of you out there are not. Some of you are, some of you are not. But The Drug is reimagined.
Oh.
The Drug is reimagined by
Falling in Reverse.
Falling in Reverse is amazing. The guy's voice is... Ronnie Riddick's voice is just... It's amazing. And it could very easily be a Christmas song if you look at the video for it. So
he's got fangs.
I know he's got fangs. But it's really, really good. I mean, you may not like the sort of raspy rock. This isn't raspy rock. He has done it. He's completely changed it. At the end, it's a bit raspy rock, but just give it a listen.
Black Veil Bride's got a new song out. The Scarlet Cross. Yeah. Just I'll throw that one in there.
Yeah, I've never seen Andy Black look so good.
Beersack. His name is Beersack.
Okay, Andy Beersack, Andy Black, Andy Six, and whatever you want to call him. He's got on a choker, like a vicar's collar, like a dog collar.
He's still Andy.
He's very nice.
He's still Andy though, isn't it? Although it's raining again. But he's gone blonde. Now,
Kaylee, it's been raining all the time. It's just not spitting anymore.
Andy shouldn't go blonde. He looks so much better with black hair because he's got those big blue eyes.
He just looks weird.
And yeah, he's rather nice, is Andy Beersack. But
this is a whole pretty boy thing again.
Yeah, he's got his huge blue eyes and he's wearing a makeup. He's wearing makeup. He's wearing a makeup.
He's wearing a makeup. Are you Italian or is he only wearing makeup?
He's wearing makeup.
One product, you know.
He's wearing makeup.
I'm wearing a makeup.
He's got blonde hair, which is not the best because his eyes are more defined when he's got black hair. But he's still Beersack, so I'm still good with that. He's got very blue eyes. You just have a look at him. You should.
I'm going to say this, and
oh, no.
You really won't like it, right? Please listen to Lad Baby. Buy his music, his Christmas songs, because all money is going to the Trussell Trust. And if you buy Walker's 5 pence from every packet is going to the Trussell Trust. which is a food bank organisation.
Do you want me to go on about musicians again not having any money?
No, I'm just saying.
Oh, that reminds me. Apocalyptica.
Excuse me.
Oh, for crying out loud, what he's done.
Have a look at the Walkers advert this year because Lad Baby and his wife feature in it.
You can't be off watching it. It's on the telly anyway. People, Apocalyptica. They are doing a gig on the 24th, I believe. 9 days from now. What's 9 days from now?
No, I don't know what it is. Just
20th.
I can't see.
No, it'll be on the Sunday.
I'm looking at it and I can't see what I'm looking at.
6 days from now, even. 26th. Thursday. Right, yeah. Thursday, they are doing a gig. You have to buy tickets. They're £14 something each. Now, that sounded...
Yeah, because we did.
But...
We went...
Please bear in mind, they're not making any money from doing gigs. They're not making any money from doing anything. So any money that you spend, it's a festival as well.
Yeah, so it's not just Apocalypse.
Any money that you spend is going towards the artists. They need this.
It's not just the artists, is it? It's the roadies.
The artists and the crew and everything else. The cameramen, everything else. So if you would buy a ticket because they're not getting anything, and it'd be nice. They're good. They're a good band. And I think you can buy one ticket and everyone in the house can watch it. So and you can watch it 5 days, 5 times.
And I'm not sure what other bands are on the bill there, but it is a festival, so...
Yeah, but please, they need this. Like, if bands are, like I said, if bands are doing gigs, anything, just buy a ticket. Buy merch. Anything, because they're in problems at the moment. And animals as well are also having massive problems at the moment, because people are like, cats can give you COVID, I'm going to get rid of my cat. That is not the solution.
Also a lot of people, when they've been made redundant or they've been laid off or whatever, they're getting rid of their pets because they can't afford to feed it and vets bills. So animals
getting overrun.
Shelters being overrun and pets being abandoned left, right and centre because of COVID.
And if you can't rehome a pet in a certain time, they get put down.
They get euthanised. Yeah.
That is the worst thing. So, yeah, a healthy dog or a healthy cat getting put down for no reason just because someone decided they didn't want to look after it, because someone can't afford to look after their pet.
And if you have thought responsibly about getting someone a pet for Christmas...
Don't do it.
No, if you thought responsibly about it and it's something that everyone's agreed on, and you think you're going to get a pet for Christmas, please do it from a shelter.
And
these animals need a second chance.
If you have a child and they say, I want a dog or a kitten,
no,
don't do it. Because the dog or the cat will be really good and they'll look after it for 5 minutes and they'll lose interest, and what happens then?
Unless it's made as a family decision and there are other people who will step into the breach when that child loses interest, and they will, and you're willing to... The thing is, I would always say plan for a pet like you're planning for a baby, because you're going to have that pet for a minimum of 15 years. And that is going to include vet's bills, that is going to include food, that is going to include their toys, anything they need. So, you know, if you're going to plan to get a pet, plan for it like you would a baby. How much is it going to cost me in the long run? I've got to get neutering for that cat. I've got to get flea treatments for that cat. Or dog. I've got to get a poopy scooper or anything like that. Litter tray. Bedding. Food, the lot. Just take it all into consideration, and if you think you can't afford it, then don't.
But that's the same with any animal, like hamsters or anything like that. I have 2 snails in the living room, okay? They're not expensive. I already had soil because I had 2 snails before that.
And we had the tank and
that. Yeah. Now, they're not expensive to look after. You buy them vegetables that are not expensive. That is fine. But what a lot of people don't realise is you can get a tank for them. It can be one of them little plastic tanks. They don't need a lot of room because they're little. And they grow to the size of the tank, so if you've got a little plastic one, it's fine. Then you can get them for like £5. But in the winter, get them a heat pad.
Or keep them in the centre of the room or by a radiator where it's warm enough for them to live.
They get cold and they can actually freeze to death. I've had it.
Yeah, we've had it
3 times.
And
it's not nice. So just make sure that you can keep them warm. And if you've got a house like ours, which freezing cold in the winter, get them a heat pad or something that you just put under the soil. It doesn't have to be like a really strong one. Just something to give off enough heat.
Like I said, they put this weird cladding into this house. And in the summer it's unbearable, and in the winter it's still freezing. So it done no good whatsoever. It just made cause more problems.
We come down here at Christmas time, Christmas Eve. Give you an example. And we go to open our presents because we get our stockings. We're allowed to open our stockings on Christmas Eve. Christmas Day, but in the morning. Because we have our main presents after dinner, so I've got something to look forward to. So we come down, freezing cold. I have to wear my dressing gown with my pyjamas because it's that cold. So you're going to see me looking really rough. I'm going to have my eyebrows though.
Can you usually see your breath?
Yeah, it's that cold. But because I said I'm going to open my stockings with you guys, I'm going to have my eyebrows because I'm not going to be on YouTube with no eyebrows. I'm sorry, it's not happening.
Well, I'm usually fully dressed because I'm usually cooking. So.
Yeah. I mean, it's like as soon as Christmas Day gets on the go, we open our stockings and then we're out here cooking. So, and then I have to go and get dressed halfway through.
Yeah, usually before you set the table.
Yeah, because I have to wear my Christmas dress, which you will see on Christmas Day.
I prepared the bird on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, so you'll probably see some of that as well. I mean, you've seen the kitchen, you've seen us working in the kitchen, you're going to get that again. But she's going to be doing a cookie soon for you guys.
Yeah.
I'm going to be making some cheese and bacon bites because we've got our puff pastry.
And I can show you, like I said, the alternative to mince pies, which are the cheese pies. You can do cheese now, you can do cheese and chive.
I think what we're going to have to do is when we go to Farm Foods, get some puff pastry, like extra puff pastry for after Christmas, because I don't know if they're going to be doing it after Christmas.
Well, I do get through quite a bit of puff pastry.
I like my pizza.
And the thing is, I know that I can make puff pastry, but it's such a pain, and it's like, get a life. You know, just buy some because you have to roll it. Then paint it with butter. Then roll it again, then paint it with butter again, and then fold it and roll it again. It's a nightmare and it does your head in. So
we bought it.
Buy it.
But it's like 69p in Farm Foods. And it's not a bad pack, it's about that.
Well,
but that's packaged.
I make a big pizza out one night. You know?
Yeah, we have puff pastry pizza, which is amazing because it's like pizza.
It's not really pizza.
You need to get some Philadelphia or something to put on the bottom because I'm sick of tomato and barbecue sauce.
Basically, what you do is you get your pizza.
I get your pizza.
You get your puff pastry, you roll it out into a big square, and then you put cheese all around the edge, paint it with egg, fold it over so it's stuffed crust. Stick it into your baking tray, whatever it is, and then you put your fillings on. If you put your base on, which you can do barbecue, you can do tomato, you can do Philadelphia, you know, cream cheese, anything. Then you stick your toppings on, like your pepperoni or whatever you want. You can even
do it with sour cream if you want.
Pepperoni, whatever you want. Stick your cheese on. Anything else you got to stick on it. Bung it in the oven, 20 minutes, and you've got...
But, okay, so you can use cream as your base. You can use Philadelphia as your base. You can use sour cream as your base. You can use tomato, barbecue.
I'm just going to call it a puff pastry pizza. An Italian would lynch me if I call it pizza. So I'm not calling it pizza. It is a puff pastry pretend pizza.
They would still lynch you because it's still got pizza in the name.
Okay, it's a puff pastry thing. Okay, is that better? I don't want to offend any Italians out there because I don't want to be lynched. So.
By the mafia.
Yeah, they would send the mafia after me. Well, that's from Sicily more than anything, but still. I still don't want to be assassinated or something. So it's not a pizza. It's not. It's something pretending to be something that it's not. It's a Paris Hilton. There you
go. It's a puff Paris Hilton. That's just funny.
It's pretending to be something that's
But we'll be showing you how to make all milk hot chocolate, not spiked because you couldn't get the Leroy oranges.
I've still got time.
Oh God, oh good God. Okay. The not spiked one.
I
then.
can still do it spiked even if I haven't got the Leroy oranges, because I'll just spike it with something else.
Yeah, Bailey's probably.
Yeah.
But we're not going to show you the spiked one because this is family friendly. We don't talk about, well, we talk about alcohol, but we don't actually show you alcohol because it's wrong. But we did show you beer on Halloween, but that was different because I was drinking it. You couldn't actually see the bottle. It's usually Coke, let's be honest. Why am I pointing at the oven?
I don't know.
I don't know. We will show you how to do the all milk cocoa with the flake and the whipped cream and the marshmallows and everything else. It's really nice. I'll be showing you how to make cheese and bacon bites, cheese straws. You'll be showing them cheese pies.
Yeah, we'll turn it to me.
We'll be showing you how to do the cookies.
Now, I will be doing several types of cookie, but I'm not doing them on the same day because she doesn't really eat cookies, and I think Mark is quite fatty enough.
He'll explode.
And if I make 3 different types of cookie in one day, you will eat them all. So
yeah, it's not advisable.
I'm gonna spread them out a bit.
So yeah, we'll be showing you how to make things. Trying to think. Cheese straws, cheese and bacon bites, cookies, cheesy pie, cheese and onion rolls, like sausage rolls, but with cheese and onion. I've gone really dim. I have gone totally dim. We can also show you when we get some more of the beanies sachets how to make a latte. You might want a Christmas latte. Mocha. If you get the double chocolate one, you can make a mocha.
I even made a grog latte
I'm
once.
trying to think. I've gone really dim. What do we make?
All sorts.
A mess.
All sorts.
We've got the chocolate log, but that's not actually just a Swiss roll. But it's still got melted chocolate on it. And it's done like wood. We make it look like wood.
And one year I got it drunk and it looked really good.
Yeah, it looked real log. And she was really drunk that year. It was amazing. And she left it on the kitchen table and the cats didn't eat it.
And I don't normally drink, and I was
off her face,
gutted.
so much so she puked all over my bedroom.
I was gutted. I was off my face. And the log looked really good.
And Perry was chasing you with a mop.
I know. That is an image that's burned into your memory for forever and forever.
Okay, so he looked a bit like a mop. He was really skinny and he had the long hair. Most of you have seen what Perry looks like. And he was chasing my mum with a little version of him. She was running around upstairs and he was following her with a little version of him. It was hilarious. And yeah, so I'm just trying to think what we make. Like, it just happened at Halloween. I got brain dead. I've gone brain dead again.
I make tons of stuff over Christmas, and I do.
You can put a bottle of red wine in with the gravy this year.
No, it's all right. I don't want to put a bottle in it.
Well, half a bottle, some of it. Put a dash.
A dash. I've got 2 bottles of red wine over there.
Put a dash in it, and then cork it back up again. It's not hard.
Yeah, it'll go off, and I'll end up with red wine vinegar that I can't use.
Why can't you use red wine vinegar?
Because I very rarely use red wine vinegar for anything. I don't use red wine vinegar.
Well, then you put it in the Bailey's bottle that you've got over there and screw it back up again. It won't go off then.
It will.
Oh my
It's
God.
wine.
Wine is stupid. Or just make it into a roulette and put it in a pot. So then you're burning the alcohol out of it. Or cooking the alcohol out of it, not burning the alcohol
Let's
out
see
of it.
what I can do. Red wine is not of no interest to me.
No, but it'd be nice in the gravy. I'm just thinking of why we can tart it up a bit.
I don't need to tie it up any more than it is, you know.
You might be a bit ooged by the way the gravy is done, because it's got bits in it.
If you've got an aversion to giblets, then
Giblets are the insides of the bird, basically.
The little plastic bag.
Yeah, that's the throat, the heart, all the bits that you don't want.
Oh.
But we use them because the cats eat them.
Well, we use them in the gravy as well.
Yeah, but the cats eat them.
Actually, no, they don't. They usually just boil down in there.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, anyway, yeah, the cats have the gravy. They have their own gravy. It was quite a funny one year because Mum put on a pot cat gravy. I was like, what? Is this made out of cats? She's like, for the cats. I was
The
like,
worst
oh.
thing was, at that point, my mum was alive and she needed some sugar. And I just washed out the jar and it still said cat gravy on the lid. And I took it there and she went, what's this cat gravy? What are you giving me cat gravy from? It's sugar, mother.
But yeah, you sometimes get weird things in this house, like stuff that says cat gravy, and you think, they make gravy out of their cats? No, it's gravy for the cats.
Because
They have their own dinner, so
Yeah.
it's for, not made with, made for. So they have their own Christmas dinner. So you'll see how both of them are done, and how, if you want to see how we prepare it for the cats, I will do that for you because they have it in their bowls. The Smudge has to have us separately.
Yeah, well, it's...
They have like 2 stuffing balls, and we have to give Smudge half of one of the stuffing balls, and we have to give her some of the bird.
What we usually do is we just mix it up in a big bowl and then just distribute it.
Apart from the sausage royales.
Oh yeah, they have to be done separately. They always have to be done separately.
And the potatoes, because they like their vegetables, our cats, and if you don't give them at least 1 mushroom each, and a bit of garlic, and a bit of onion, yes, they eat garlic and onion. They don't like it, so you have to give Smudge, you have to get the garlic and cut it up. Get the mushroom and cut that up. It's hell with the cats, it really is. And the onion, the half of onion, to cut it up.
Because I do it the German way and I actually stick quartered onion and whole mushrooms and whole cloves of garlic in potatoes.
And the vegetables, they have to have their vegetables, so they have the broccoli, the cabbage. They like caraway seeds as well. They eat the whole lot, and it usually lasts them about 3 days. It's amazing.
But when we've done Brussels sprouts that year, they even have Brussels sprouts.
Everything we have, they have. So everything.
Parsnips.
Yeah, carrots, everything. Like honey roast carrots, honey roast parsnips, everything we have, they have. Like, everything. So...
And you walk around and you see these cats walking around like blimps going into a food coma.
And there's us like, whoa. So the cats are like,
it's like,
what up?
guess what? And she's like, what? I've got to clear the table.
Yeah, we always have to
she
clear the
always
table.
manages to do that because it's presents after.
I usually get the food, and what's not eaten, I put it in a bowl, and then I put it in the microwave. And then I sort of, because my job is the tree, under the...
Sorry.
Kicking me!
I'm assaulting you.
So what I usually do is I will get all the food that's not been eaten, and I'll put it in a bowl, and I'll bring it out here and put it in the microwave. Then I'll start getting the presents from under the tree, or Mum might take care of the rest of the table, because that's my job done. I just sort out the food.
Yeah, covering bowls with foil.
That's on the way out. On the way in, just goes in the microwave. I usually put some foil over the top, stick it in the microwave, it's done. And then I go and sort out the tree. I have to get under the tree and get all the presents.
No, on the way out, it gets covered with foil and goes in the fridge.
Or in the microwave.
Or in the microwave.
Usually goes in the microwave because it's still warm.
Or the oven. Or
And
anywhere.
then when it goes cold.
It's just like find a space for it, really.
But then again, it doesn't last that long because it doesn't usually get to go into the fridge because we leave it overnight because it needs to cool down. And then we make bubble out of it the next day. And if you don't know what bubble is, bubble and squeak.
It's just like find a space. But I also do quiche.
Yeah.
I can say because they're not out.
They're not, it's weird. It's because they
I-
got it fed
I do
earlier.
a
Quiche.
quiche on Boxing Day.
Yeah, and we make we have bubble and squeak for breakfast. My nan, when we used to go around my nan's house for Christmas, it's turned into like a whole show of Christmas now. It's amazing how this goes off
started
tangent.
off on a twisted lyric. And
It goes off tangent all the time. This is our show.
yeah, but then again, if we had Leanne and our fishes sitting around this kitchen
We would
table
keep
with
going
us-
off tangent.
Yeah, it does.
But to be right, when we used to go around my nan's house, we had, I don't know how we done this. We would have a full English breakfast for dinner. For breakfast? For dinner? No, not for dinner. We'd have a full English breakfast at about 7 o'clock in the morning. Then we would have, Nan would put the dinner on. Or you and Nan, it was generally both of you, wasn't it?
It was usually me.
No, Nan used to do stuff as well.
I phased out the English breakfast when I took over doing most of the dinner.
Nan used to do, like, she used to peel everything and my mum would, like, cook it. And Nan would help, but Nan was a bit unstable on her legs, right? She did help. So it was them two going at the dinner, and Aunt Peg was driving everyone mad.
Give her, I told you, give her a chipolata, a bit of bacon,
Well, Nan
and a
didn't,
glass
did
of
she?
wine.
So,
Well, she did when I was there.
but so we used to have the full English breakfast, and then we used to start dinner at about 9 o'clock in the morning, because we was up at like 7. And we'd open up Santa presents.
Oh, sometimes Mum would cook the bird overnight because she always stuffed hers.
Yeah, and then we'd come downstairs, have our breakfast, the dinner would be put on, and then we wouldn't open our presents until it got to night time.
Yeah, but I mean, we used to have dinner really, really late at my mum's.
Yeah.
But then when I started
So we'd have like lunch, and then
when I started taking over on the dinner, I phased out the full English breakfast because it was too much, I thought.
No, we used to open our presents before dinner then, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'd have
And
like
also,
all of our presents.
Another thing she used to do that I don't, and she would lay up a buffet.
Oh yeah, that was insane.
It was insane because it was too much. It was too much. I mean, especially when we had the whole family, yeah, it was fine. It was okay. But there wasn't all of us then. I mean, there was a maximum of 5, and that was like maximum. And nobody can eat that much food. I'm sorry, but it just don't happen. And it wasn't just like a buffet of sandwiches and cooked meats and that. There was jelly and blancmange and angel delight and stuff, and it was like, it was just too much. And I won't do that. What we do here is we get up in the morning, open our stockings, and then come straight out here and start on the dinner. I don't even bother doing breakfast because the dinner is so vast.
We couldn't eat like breakfast, and well, we could, but we couldn't. We wouldn't be able to manage it. We'd have like our breakfast and that'd be it, or we wouldn't be able to do our dinner because our dinner is so huge. Like honestly, like you've never seen a dinner like it for 3 people.
And when you consider Kaylee does the food testing, she has to test the meat on the bird.
Could you imagine if I had breakfast and
She has to test a portion of the stuffing. She has to test the roast spuds. So
and a yam.
And the yam. Now, she'll test it, Mark will test it, and sometimes on occasion I'll test it. So we're picking as well. So there is no way I could do that much food and justify it for 3 of us. No way. So we have, in the morning we get up, we open our stockings up, and then we come out here and we start cooking. Now, I've usually done the bird the night before, so you've got the gravy bubbling away on there, which also has to be periodically tasted.
Yeah, and we have to shut the cats out of here because they can get into the... We found that out last year.
And I've got to get my cock soup.
And Phone's making funny noises. Yeah, she's got to get her cock soup. So, anyway, this has gone on for over an hour, so I think we should say goodbye.
So we'll say goodbye and just remember, condoms.
And we love you, sir.
We love you, sir. And just drop in a comment and tell us what film
Yeah,
it
but
is.
please actually tell us.
Comment for the giveaway. Thank you for your comment, Mrs. Paul. We've deleted you. Thank you. And that was a lady one that time. So please comment, like, subscribe, and everything else that you have to do. Share. If you want a prize for the giveaway, please just comment. We need your comments.
Doesn't take much time. Even a hello would anything. Hi.
Even I really hate the show. It's crap, but at least it's
even one letter. That would work.
Yeah. And I mean, while you're down there, subscribe. It's not going to take any longer.
Yeah, you don't have to be a subscriber to win a prize. We would like you to subscribe, but you don't have to. But if you don't subscribe, then I can't get your details.
And you don't even have to watch the videos if you subscribe. You can subscribe and not watch us every game. But we need your subscription because we really need to get this channel growing.
We've got 16 now.
We've got 16 now, and we hope to get 20.
Yeah,
and
because
when
there'll
we
be
get
another
to
giveaway.
20, we will do another giveaway. And it might be a bit better than this one.
So just tell your friends about us.
Tell your friends. Tell all your friends. Tell all your friends.
Tell your friends, and then get them to spread the word, and tell them that we're doing giveaway when we reach 20, and we're four people down. Come on, we need 4 more people, and then we can do another giveaway. 4 people is not a lot. 4, come on, we can do this.
Don't ask you for much.
We can do this, and it's like we'll go in 10s as well. So when we get 30, we'll do another giveaway. 40, it'll go like that. If one day
we might.
maybe.
Yeah. So please spread the word. It gets out there. Be kind and considerate. And until then, this has been Towels
From the telephone.